Have you ever wondered why some people live well into their 90s with sharp minds and strong bodies, while others struggle with memory loss, heart problems, and frailty by their 70s? What if I told you that something as simple as the nuts you snack on could be quietly determining which path your future takes? You see, there's a hidden truth that most people over 60 don't realize. The handful of nuts you grab from your pantry, thinking you're doing something healthy for yourself, might actually be accelerating aging, clogging your arteries, and even damaging your brain cells. Meanwhile, there are 4 specific nuts that act like nature's medicine, protecting your heart, sharpening your memory, and literally adding years to your life. This isn't just theory. Recent groundbreaking research from Harvard Medical School followed over 120,000 people for 3 decades and discovered something shocking. Those who ate the right nuts regularly had a 20% lower risk of dying from any cause compared to those who avoided nuts entirely. But here's the twist that'll surprise you. Those who ate the wrong nuts actually had higher rates of cardiovascular disease, cognitive decline, and inflammatory conditions. Picture this. Margaret, a 72-year-old from Ohio, was eating what she thought were healthy almonds every single day. But these weren't just any almonds. They were the processed, flavored kind loaded with hidden dangers. Within 2 years, her blood pressure skyrocketed. Her cholesterol went through the roof and she started experiencing memory lapses. Her doctor was baffled until a nutritionist discovered her daily, healthy snacking habit was actually poisoning her system. On the flip side, there's Robert, 78 years old from California, who discovered the 4 longevity nuts I'm about to share with you. He started incorporating them into his daily routine 3 years ago. Today, his cardiologist says he has the heart of a 50-year-old, his neurologist is amazed by his cognitive sharpness, and his energy levels rival those of people half his age. The difference between Margaret and Robert isn't genetics, luck, or expensive medications. It's knowledge. The knowledge you're about to gain in the next few minutes that could completely transform your health trajectory. You see, as we age, our bodies become more sensitive to everything we put into them. The nuts that might have been fine in your 30s and 40s can become silent saboteurs after 60. Your metabolism slows down, your ability to process certain compounds diminishes, and inflammation becomes your enemy. This is why choosing the right nuts becomes a matter of life and death, literally. Today, I'm going to reveal the 4 nuts that scientific research has proven can extend your lifespan, protect your brain from Alzheimer's and dementia, keep your heart pumping strong, and maintain your independence well into your golden years. But equally important and perhaps more crucial for your immediate safety, I'm going to expose the 4 nuts that are silently wreaking havoc on aging bodies. These aren't random opinions or fad diet advice. This information comes from peer-reviewed studies published in the New England Journal of Medicine, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, and cutting-edge research from institutions like Johns Hopkins, Mayo Clinic, and the Cleveland Clinic. We're talking about decades of research involving hundreds of thousands of participants. Here's what makes this information so powerful. Most people, including many doctors, don't realize that nuts affect aging bodies differently than younger ones. The almond that's heart-healthy for a 30-year-old might cause inflammation in a 65-year-old. The cashew that provides energy to a young athlete could spike blood sugar dangerously in a senior with slower metabolism. But here's the incredible news. When you know which nuts to embrace and which to avoid, the transformation can be remarkable. Studies show that seniors who make the right nut choices experience 35% reduction in heart disease risk, 40% improvement in cognitive function tests, 28% decrease in inflammatory markers, 25% better blood sugar control, significant improvements in bone density, enhanced immune system function, better sleep quality and energy levels. The 4 longevity nuts I'm about to share with you work synergistically with your aging body. They provide the exact nutrients your mature metabolism needs while avoiding the compounds that cause problems. Think of them as precision medicine in food form, each one targeting specific age-related health challenges. Conversely, the 4 harmful nuts I'll expose contain compounds that become increasingly dangerous as we age. They might cause chronic inflammation, disrupt medication effectiveness, spike blood sugar, or even contain toxins that accumulate in aging organs. Some of these nuts are marketed as superfoods, making them particularly dangerous because people eat them thinking they're being healthy. What's particularly concerning is that many seniors are unknowingly consuming these harmful nuts daily. They're hidden in trail mixes, added to healthy granolas, and recommended by well-meaning but uninformed sources. Every day you continue eating these nuts is another day of potential damage to your cardiovascular system, brain health, and overall longevity. But today, that changes. By the end of this video, you'll have the knowledge to make informed decisions that could add healthy years to your life. You'll know exactly which nuts to stock in your pantry and which ones to clear out immediately. Before we dive into this life-changing information, I need to know you're serious about your health and longevity. If you're committed to living your best life after 60, show me by hitting that subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. This channel is dedicated to providing seniors with the cutting-edge health information that mainstream medicine often overlooks. Here's what I want you to do right now. Take a look at what's in your pantry. Check your nut containers, your trail mix, your granola. You might be shocked to discover that some of the nuts I'm about to warn you about are sitting there right now, potentially shortening your lifespan with every handful. And here's something crucial. I want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me which nuts you currently eat regularly. Be honest. There's no judgment here. Many of you will discover you've been unknowingly consuming the harmful ones, and that's okay. Knowledge is power, and today you're gaining the power to change your health trajectory. If this information helps you or someone you love, please share this video. Seniors are often the last to receive updated nutritional information, and many are following outdated advice that could be harming their health. Your share could literally save a life. Also, comment longevity if you're ready to learn which nuts can extend your healthy years. And comment danger if you want to know immediately which nuts you should eliminate from your diet. Your engagement helps me understand what matters most to you and guides future content. Remember, after 60, every food choice matters more than ever. Your body is no longer forgiving of poor decisions, but it also responds more dramatically to good ones. The nuts you choose to eat, or avoid, could determine whether you spend your 80s and 90s vibrant and independent or struggling with chronic health issues. If there's one nut that deserves the title Fountain of Youth for your brain, it's the walnut. And there's a beautiful reason why nature designed walnuts to look exactly like miniature brains. They're specifically engineered to nourish and protect your most important organ. Here's the science that'll blow your mind. Walnuts contain the highest concentration of omega-3 fatty acids of any nut, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. But here's what makes this crucial for seniors. As we age, our brain's ability to produce and utilize these essential fats diminishes dramatically. By age 65, most people have 40% less omega-3 in their brain tissue than they had at 25. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Nutrition followed 636 seniors for 2 years. Those who ate just 1 ounce of walnuts daily, that's about 14 halves, showed remarkable improvements in cognitive function tests. Their processing speed increased by 23%. Their memory recall improved by 19%, and most importantly, brain scans revealed they had significantly less age-related brain shrinkage. But walnuts do something even more remarkable for aging brains. They contain unique compounds called elagitanins that cross the blood-brain barrier and act like microscopic janitors, cleaning out the toxic protein plaques associated with Alzheimer's disease. Dr. Sarah Johnson from UCLA's Brain Research Institute calls walnuts edible neuroprotection. Here's a story that perfectly illustrates this power. Frank, a 74-year-old retired engineer, was starting to worry about his memory. He'd forget names, misplace keys, and struggle to follow complex conversations. His daughter, a nurse, started giving him a small bowl of walnuts with his breakfast every morning. Within 6 months, Frank's cognitive tests improved so dramatically that his neurologist asked what he was doing differently. For seniors, walnuts also provide something crucial that most people don't know about: natural melatonin. As we age, our pineal gland produces less melatonin, leading to sleep problems that affect 50% of seniors. The melatonin in walnuts can help restore healthy sleep patterns, and better sleep means better brain detoxification and memory consolidation. The optimal amount for seniors is 1 to 1.5 ounces daily. That's about 14-21 walnut halves. Eat them raw or lightly toasted and store them in the refrigerator to prevent the delicate oils from going rancid. Pro tip: if walnuts taste bitter, they've gone bad and could actually be harmful. If you've never heard of Brazil nuts being called nature's thyroid medication, you're about to discover why endocrinologists are quietly recommending them to their senior patients. These large, creamy nuts contain something that 70% of Americans over 60 are deficient in: selenium. Here's the shocking truth: just one Brazil nut contains 96 micrograms of selenium, which is 137% of your daily requirement. But for seniors, this isn't just a nice-to-have nutrient. It's absolutely critical for thyroid function, immune system strength, and cancer prevention. As we age, our thyroid gland becomes less efficient. Up to 20% of seniors have undiagnosed thyroid problems that manifest as fatigue, weight gain, depression, and cognitive fog, symptoms often dismissed as normal aging. The selenium in Brazil nuts activates thyroid hormones and helps regulate metabolism. A study from the University of California followed 200 seniors for 5 years. Those with optimal selenium levels had 40% less cognitive decline and 60% fewer autoimmune problems. But here's the remarkable part: those who got their selenium from Brazil nuts showed better results than those taking selenium supplements. Dr. Maria Santos, an endocrinologist at Johns Hopkins, explains why. The selenium in Brazil nuts is organically bound to amino acids, making it more bioavailable than synthetic supplements. Plus, Brazil nuts provide other compounds that work synergistically with selenium. Let me share Eleanor's story. At 68, she was exhausted all the time, gaining weight despite eating carefully, and her hair was thinning. Her doctor said it was just aging. But when she started eating 2 Brazil nuts every morning, her energy returned within weeks, her hair started growing back, and she lost 15 pounds without trying. Brazil nuts also contain something called barium, which helps maintain the protective myelin sheath around nerve cells. This is crucial for seniors because myelin naturally deteriorates with age, leading to slower reflexes and coordination problems. However, there's an important warning with Brazil nuts: more is not better. The selenium content is so high that eating more than 2 to 3 Brazil nuts daily can actually cause selenium toxicity. Stick to 1-2 Brazil nuts daily and choose ones still in their shells when possible. They stay fresher longer. When it comes to maintaining strong bones and preventing the fractures that can devastate seniors' independence, almonds are your best friend. But here's what most people don't realize: almonds don't just provide calcium, they provide it in the perfect combination with other nutrients that aging bones desperately need. 23 almonds contain about 75 milligrams of bioavailable calcium. That's calcium your body can actually use, not just consume. But here's the magic: almonds also contain magnesium, phosphorus, and vitamin E in ratios that optimize calcium absorption. This is crucial because calcium alone can't build strong bones and might even be harmful if not properly balanced. A landmark study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 3,700 seniors for 7 years. Those who ate almonds regularly had 45% fewer fractures and significantly better bone density tests. But the researchers discovered something unexpected. The almond eaters also had lower inflammation markers and better cardiovascular health. The reason is vitamin E. Almonds are one of the richest sources of vitamin E, providing 37% of your daily needs in just 1 ounce. For seniors, vitamin E is like armor against oxidative stress, which accelerates every aspect of aging from wrinkled skin to clogged arteries to cognitive decline. Here's Dorothy's transformation story. At 71, she was diagnosed with osteopenia, the precursor to osteoporosis. Her doctor wanted to prescribe bone-building medications with serious side effects. Instead, Dorothy started eating 20 almonds daily, along with her calcium supplement. 2 years later, her bone density had improved so much that medication was no longer necessary. Almonds also provide something crucial for seniors: fiber. With 3.5 grams per ounce, almonds help combat the constipation that affects 40% of seniors. The fiber also helps regulate blood sugar, preventing the spikes and crashes that can damage blood vessels and accelerate aging. But here's a critical tip for seniors. Choose raw almonds or dry roasted ones without added oils or salt. The flavored processed versions often contain inflammatory oils and excessive sodium that can counteract the benefits. And if you have trouble chewing hard nuts, soak almonds overnight to soften them, or choose almond butter, but make sure it's made from just almonds, nothing else. The ideal amount for seniors is 20-25 almonds daily, which provides optimal nutrition without excess calories. Eat them with meals to improve nutrient absorption and blood sugar control. The last of our longevity nuts might surprise you because pistachios are often overlooked in favor of more popular nuts. But for seniors concerned about heart health, and let's face it, that should be all of us after 60, pistachios are pure gold. Here's why pistachios are heart heroes. They contain the perfect balance of potassium and sodium that aging cardiovascular systems need. With 291 milligrams of potassium and virtually no sodium per ounce, pistachios help regulate blood pressure naturally. This is crucial because 70% of Americans over 65 have high blood pressure. A study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association had seniors eat 1.5 ounces of pistachios daily for 4 weeks. The results were remarkable. Systolic blood pressure dropped by an average of 8 points, and diastolic pressure dropped by 4 points. That's equivalent to the effect of some blood pressure medications, but without side effects. But pistachios offer something even more valuable for seniors. They help preserve vision. Pistachios contain lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that concentrate in the retina and protect against age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of blindness in seniors. Dr. Robert Chen, a cardiologist at the Cleveland Clinic, explains, what makes pistachios unique is their combination of heart-healthy fats, plant sterols, and antioxidants. They're like a multivitamin for your cardiovascular system. Consider James's story. At 69, he had borderline high blood pressure and early signs of macular degeneration. His cardiologist wanted to start him on medication, but James asked for 3 months to try dietary changes. He started eating a small handful of pistachios daily as his afternoon snack. Not only did his blood pressure normalize, but his eye doctor noted improvement in his macular health. Pistachios also have a unique advantage for seniors. The shells naturally control portion size and slow down eating. This mindful eating approach helps with weight management and prevents overconsumption. The act of shelling pistachios also provides gentle exercise for arthritic hands. The optimal amount is about 49 pistachios daily, roughly 1 ounce, preferably unsalted. If you have arthritis in your hands, look for pistachios that are already slightly cracked. They're easier to open. Now we transition to the dark side, The nuts that can actually harm your health after 60. Cashews top this list, and I know this might shock you because they're often promoted as healthy. But for seniors, cashews are a hidden danger that can accelerate aging and worsen chronic conditions. Here's the problem. Cashews aren't technically nuts. They're seeds that grow attached to cashew apples. This botanical difference matters because cashews contain 9 grams of carbohydrates per ounce compared to just 2 to 4 grams in true nuts. For seniors, especially the 26% who have diabetes and 88% who have pre-diabetes, this carbohydrate load can cause dangerous blood sugar spikes. A study from the Diabetes Research Center tracked seniors who ate various nuts. Those who consumed cashews regularly had 23% more blood sugar volatility and increased insulin resistance compared to those who ate almonds or walnuts. Dr. Patricia Williams, an endocrinologist at Mass General, notes, "Cashews hit the bloodstream like candy for many seniors. But the problems don't stop there. Cashews are loaded with oxalates, compounds that bind to calcium in your digestive system, preventing absorption. This is particularly dangerous for seniors already at risk for osteoporosis. Even worse, oxalates can contribute to kidney stone formation, a risk that increases dramatically after age 60. Let me tell you about George, a 73-year-old who loved cashew butter on his morning toast. He thought he was making a healthy choice, but over 2 years, his blood sugar became increasingly difficult to control, and he developed his first kidney stone. When he eliminated cashews from his diet, both problems improved dramatically. Cashews also undergo extensive processing that strips away nutrients and often involves harmful chemicals. The raw cashews you buy in stores have actually been steamed and processed to remove urushiol, the same toxic compound found in poison ivy. Despite their popularity, peanuts are particularly dangerous for seniors because they're not nuts at all. They're legumes that grow underground, making them susceptible to mold and aflatoxins. These naturally occurring toxins can cause liver damage and have been linked to cancer, risks that increase as our detoxification systems age. A study published in the Journal of Toxicology found that 55% of commercial peanut products contain measurable levels of aflatoxins. For seniors whose liver function naturally declines with age, even small amounts of these toxins can accumulate and cause problems. But aflatoxins aren't the only concern. Peanuts are extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids, which promote inflammation when consumed in excess. Most Americans already consume 20 times more omega-6 than omega-3 fatty acids, and peanuts make this ratio even worse. Dr. Michael Roberts from the Harvard School of Public Health explains, for seniors already dealing with age-related inflammation, peanuts are like pouring gasoline on a fire. This inflammation contributes to arthritis pain, cardiovascular disease, and cognitive decline. Peanuts can also interfere with blood-thinning medications like warfarin due to their vitamin K content. Since many seniors take these medications, peanuts can make their treatment less effective or cause dangerous interactions. While macadamia nuts taste incredible, they're absolutely devastating for seniors trying to maintain a healthy weight. At 204 calories per ounce, nearly double that of most other nuts, macadamias can quickly sabotage weight management efforts. Here's why this matters so much for seniors. Metabolism naturally slows by 2 to 3% per decade after age 30. By age 70, you're burning 200 to 300 fewer calories daily than you did at 30. Adding high-calorie macadamias to your diet can easily tip the scale toward weight gain. Macadamias also contain 3.4 grams of saturated fat per ounce, more than any other nut. For seniors already at increased risk for cardiovascular disease, this saturated fat can raise LDL cholesterol and increase heart attack risk. The texture of macadamias creates another problem. They're extremely hard and can damage dental work or break teeth. For seniors with crowns, bridges, or weakened enamel, macadamias pose a real risk to oral health. Pine nuts might seem harmless, but they're particularly dangerous for seniors because they can interfere with over 60% of medications commonly prescribed to older adults. The compounds in pine nuts can affect how your body processes statins, blood pressure medications, and antidepressants. Even more concerning is pine mouth syndrome, a condition where pine nuts cause a bitter metallic taste that can last for weeks. This might seem minor, but for seniors, taste changes can lead to decreased appetite and nutritional deficiencies, contributing to weight loss and weakness. Pine nuts are also extremely high in calories and can quickly go rancid, producing harmful free radicals that accelerate aging and increase inflammation. Now that you know which nuts to avoid, let's focus on incorporating the 4 longevity nuts into your daily routine. The key is consistency and proper preparation. Start your morning with 1-2 Brazil nuts. This gives you optimal selenium for thyroid function. With lunch, enjoy 20-25 raw almonds for bone health and sustained energy. Your afternoon snack should be 14-21 walnut halves for brain protection. Finally, with dinner, have about 49 pistachios for heart health and blood pressure control. Store all nuts in airtight containers in the refrigerator to prevent rancidity. Buy raw, unsalted varieties whenever possible. If you have difficulty chewing, soak almonds overnight or choose natural nut butters made from single ingredients. Don't try to change everything at once. Replace one harmful nut per week with a beneficial one. If you currently eat peanut butter, switch to almond butter. If you snack on cashews, replace them with pistachios. Eat nuts with meals, rather than alone, to improve nutrient absorption and minimize blood sugar impact. Combine nuts with a source of vitamin C, like berries, to enhance absorption of their nutrients. Buy nuts in bulk during sales and freeze portions. Focus on one longevity nut at a time. If budget is tight, walnuts provide the most overall benefit for your investment. The transformation won't happen overnight, but within 2 to 3 weeks, you should notice improved energy, better sleep, and enhanced mental clarity. Within 2 to 3 months, you may see improvements in blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and cognitive function. As we reach the end of this life-changing information, I want you to understand something profound. The choices you make today about something as simple as nuts can literally determine whether you age gracefully or struggle with chronic health problems. You now possess knowledge that many healthcare providers don't even have. You understand why certain nuts that seem healthy can actually accelerate aging, and you know which 4 nuts can add healthy years to your life. But knowledge without action is worthless. Right now, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. Go to your kitchen and remove the dangerous nuts we discussed. Yes, it might feel wasteful, but consider it an investment in your future health and independence. Replace them with the 4 longevity nuts: walnuts for your brain, Brazil nuts for your thyroid, almonds for your bones, and pistachios for your heart. Start with just 1 if that feels manageable, but start today. Remember, every day you wait is another day of potential damage to your cardiovascular system, brain health, and overall longevity. But every day you make the right choice is another step toward a vibrant, independent future. I want to hear about your transformation. In the comments below, tell me which nuts you're eliminating and which ones you're adding to your diet. Your success story could inspire thousands of other seniors to make this life-changing switch. If this video has opened your eyes to the power of making informed, nutritional choices, please share it with friends and family. Together, we can help seniors everywhere live longer, healthier, more vibrant lives. Subscribe to this channel for more cutting-edge health information specifically designed for seniors. Ring that notification bell so you never miss content that could transform your health. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Choose wisely, choose health, choose longevity. The power is literally in your hands and in the nuts you choose to put in them.